how long should I wait to see if my Google Ads campaign is working? Or how long should I wait before my Google Ads campaign is going to start working, start delivering me more leads, sales or inquiries? Now that's a very common question that I get asked again and again from new customers who have not really experienced what Google Ads is. They want to make that leap into implementing a Google Ads campaign, but they just want to know, hey, how long is it going to take me before I start getting my inquiries? So in this video, I want to explain to you what the general process is and what you should really be waiting for in order to the sort of time period that you should be giving for your Google Ads campaign to start running before you can make an assessment as to whether they are working or not. Before I do continue, my name is AjayDhunna. I've been running Google Ads campaigns for the best part of 20 years now. So I'm a Google Ads expert. And what would be great is if you do want to learn more about Google Ads, and if you've got any questions about Google Ads, first of all, subscribe to this channel, and then do me a favor and put your comments in the YouTube channel below, in the comment section below, so that whatever questions you have about Google Ads, I can answer them. And I'll probably even mention you for writing down a question which I've actually carried out a video for. Now, let's get back to it. So how long should it really take for a Google Ads campaign to start working, to start generating you leads and sales? Well, what we generally say as a rule of thumb is that we say allow at least a 3-month period before you can accurately assess whether Google Ads is working for you or not. Now, that's not to say that you're not going to get conversions or you're not going to get leads from your Google Ads campaign straight away, because we've had campaigns whereby on day one we've started generating leads for our customers, right? But we've had other campaigns which have taken slightly longer. Okay, it depends on industry to industry, because don't forget, Google Ads allows you to put your products, your services, your message in front of people who are actively looking for your product or service. Now, here's the thing. People don't buy necessarily on the first time round. So think about yourself, right? Every time you've wanted to buy something, you may not have purchased from the first website that you went to. You might look at a website, you might look at a different website, and then you make up your mind, right? So that's why that we find that the average lag, which is like from the moment that somebody visits your website to the moment that they purchase, is around about 7 to 14 days on average. Now, it varies from industry to industry. Now, the thing with Google Ads is, even though you can get your message at the top of the Google page, your business listed at the top of the page, you got to remember that on month one, you're really spending month one on setting up the foundations of your Google Ads campaign. You're setting it up, and even though you want to set it up for success, you're trying to do everything possible to get as much traffic as possible. So then on month two, you can start measuring what's working and what's not working. Okay, so that's month one really. So month one is generally the setup process. And again, I'm not saying that you won't get conversions, but I think the main emphasis on month one is setting up a really good Google Ads campaign so that you've ticked all the boxes possible to make sure that you're off to a flying start. Month two is when you start optimizing your Google Ads campaign. And what that means that you're looking at the data from month one and seeing what's worked and what hasn't. What adjustments can you make to make the campaign perform a lot better? Now, what I mean by adjustment is that you'll be looking at things like, hey, which keywords are working? In other words, which are the keywords that people are typed in, they've been to my website, and they've either purchased from a website or they've bought from a website. Likewise with search terms, you'll be looking at which ads are working, which are not working, so you can improve those. You'll be looking at your audiences to see what type of audiences are buying from you, so you can make bid adjustments. You'll be looking at the demographics, male or female, right? Who's buying from or inquiring from your ads. You'll be looking at age, right? What age brackets are not just clicking onto your ads, but then purchasing. Now, taking all these sorts of things into account, and there's so many more that I can take into account, you'll be making adjustments, right? So that month 2 should be a lot more successful month because you fine-tuned it based on the results of month 1. Then month 3 is when the fruits of month 2 start to kick in, where your campaign starts to perform a lot better. And then now your objective isn't just to optimize, but it's also to scale your campaign as well. So that's why we actually say that allow for a 3-month window to accurately assess whether the Google Ads is working for you or not. You know, it's very rare that we come across a client whereby Google Ads does not work for them, right? And if it doesn't work for them, there's some very obvious reasons why it doesn't work. Either the landing pages are wrong, or there's something not quite right, or it hasn't been set up properly in the first place. Now, another thing to take into account is retargeting. Now, retargeting is what I said very early on, is that when you go to a website, you might not purchase straight away, or you might not inquire straight away, because you might want to look at other websites, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. We all do it, right? Okay. Now, here's the thing. Once you move away from that website, sometimes you think, damn, that's the website I wanted to inquire about. What was that website? And you've forgotten because you visited so many websites. What you do is you need to set up something called a retargeting campaign. And a retargeting campaign is that when people move away from your website, then you're still promoting your ads to those people. So you can set up a retargeting campaign to say, hey, if somebody's been on this page of my website, but they didn't inquire or they didn't buy from us, when they go to a different website, maybe even YouTube, I want to show my ad there, right? So then they look at the ad and think, that's what I wanted. They click on the ad and they come back to your website again. That's retargeting. Now, here's the thing about retargeting. You can't just set it up on week 1, or you can't just set it up on month 1, right? Even though, you can set it up, but it won't really start to work until maybe month 2 or maybe month 3, right? And that's because it needs to build data. And the more data it has, the more accurate it starts to work, right? So in other words, it needs to have lots of clicks before it can actually start triggering your retargeting ads. And that's another reason why, hey, you need to allow for that 3-month period or 90-day period to assess whether your Google Ads campaigns are working, and before you make any sort of bold move to say, hey, this is working and now let's scale it, or this isn't working. If it's not working, refer to one of my videos. I think the link with that side, and what I'll be talking about is the digital marketing success triad, and that explains that if your digital marketing campaign is not working, what things to look out for to determine which element of your digital marketing campaign is not working. And I'll give you a clue. It's not just in the traffic it's not just your Google Ads campaign or the SEO campaign that you might be setting up. There's a lot more to it that might ultimately determine whether your digital marketing campaign is working for you or not. So that's why, guys, allow for at least a 3-month period. Don't have any knee-jerk reaction to say, hey, I haven't got any inquiries on month 1 or week 1, so therefore it's not working. You need to give Google Ads time, because remember, I said there's a lag time, and the average lag time, in other words, that people go to your website before they purchase, is between 7 and 14 days, and that's on average. In some industries it's even less, right? And we've got customers that their lag time is 0. In other words, people buy first time round, or people inquire first time round. But we've got some customers in our agency whereby the lag time is up to 30 days. People take up to 30 days or even more to actually make a decision as to whether they want to use you or not. So give it time, and give it at least a 3-month period before you make any accurate assessments. Now, if you do want to learn more about Google Ads, what I recommend is, one great starting point is this book that I recently published and it became a #1 bestseller. It's called How to Win Customers with Google Ads, and it takes you through everything that I'm teaching you, right? It tells you how to set up successful Google Ads campaigns. What is Google Ads? How does it work? How to budget? How much does Google Ads cost? How to ethically spy on your customers or your competitors. So it goes through a wealth of that, and what that means is that even if you don't want to set up a Google Ads campaign yourself, if you've outsourced your Google Ads campaign, what it means that by reading this book, you'll get to talk the right language to whoever you're outsourcing it to. You can ask the right questions. So you ultimately, know what good looks like. So when they say this is working, you can question them, and because you're using the right terminology and you're speaking their language. Guys, hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications button. If you do want to know anything else about Google Ads, please write it in the comments below. Tell me what is that you want to know about, and I will look at, I personally respond to every single comment on YouTube. You can test me out by putting a comment in there, and I will get back to you. Take care, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.